two, talk it out begins right now. 1, 2, talk it out. Good night, everybody. Woo! Guys, 1, 2, talk it off begins right now. Say 1, 2, talk it up.
So he stepped forward, pick up 5 stones, swing balla bing balla bang, killing the giant ball. If you're fighting giants, hold your head up tall.
Come here, Greg. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Wendy. Say bye-bye, everybody. Come here, Greg. Your one right here listening to right now. Wanna be? Oh, wait, hold on. Cockeye Pez, Firehouse Mike, thank you guys for coming on Instagram as well as Facebook. What's going on, Bryan? Hey!
How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Greg, thanks for coming on. So listen, guys, tonight we're talking to Bryan Erby. How are you, Bryan?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Wait, you got the same household that I got.
Oh yeah. It's live over here.
Exactly. Guys, 1 to talk it out begins right now. And you know what I'm about to do before we go any further, Bryan? Well, I got to turn the music down first. And then I have got to invite my friends and share the post to my page. So I hope that you've done that already and that you're sharing it with your friends and your family and everybody on your page. Hey, listen, guys, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. Are you doing that, Bryan?
I'm doing that now.
All right, good. So we're going to do it together. All right, guys. And here we go. Let's fix this. All right, let me just... I got to refresh here to make sure that I see what I'm doing here. Starting to invite my friends and my family.
Okay.
Inviting John and Jabril, Keita, Cecil, Shirley, Tony, Sonia, another Shirley, Terrence, Verbita, Lil Yard, soon to be a mama. And I just need to tilt this up a little bit. It's not tilting the way I want it to tilt, but nevertheless. All right. And guys, remember to share this to your page, not to my page. There are some people who are actually doing that, which is quite weird, that you would share it back to my page. Greg, it doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what people are doing. And also, guys, remember that if you've got something going on, you want the entire world to know about it, hey, just let me know. All right, so tonight we're talking to Bryan Erby. Bryan is a busy fellow. We had a nice long chat this afternoon, and it was really interesting and encouraging, to be honest with you guys, to talk with somebody who is understanding of hard work and Christian principles and everything that goes with it. So we're going to talk to Bryan tonight, and we're also going to be talking to him about his artists. So Bryan, I believe he sent me some music. Let me just check to see. Oh no, I got to log back in again. So I have some security measures because I've been having some hacks recently. So anytime I'm away from any program too long, it just shuts down that I need to log in again. All right, so that's what I'm every single time. All right, so let me do this. I think I got in there now. Let me see. All right, so I'm going to be expecting. Brian, you sent me some music, correct? Hey, Lillian. Lillian, tonight our guest is Bryan Erby. Did you freeze up there, Brian? Did you freeze up on me? Hey, Timolin Atkins and Orville. Thank you guys for locking on and coming on. I'm not too sure why I lost Brian there for a second, but we'll get him back in a heartbeat. And if we don't get Brian on Facebook, we'll get Brian on Instagram, yes? All right, guys? So that's how we go every single time. So, hi, Instagram. Thank you for coming. Hi, Facebook. Thank you for coming. Now, Facebook, just chill out. Take it easy. Because, you know, sometimes you can just go down. But we're not going down today. All right, Facebook. All right. And hold on now. Seems like I had some sort of interruption. Let me see what my interruption was. If I'm still going. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Still going. I'm sorry. When I look at my desktop, just now my desktop was like stuck. So I'm not too sure what happened. But let's try and get Brian back on camera. Here we go now. And all Caribbean people being played right now. Right now we're actually listening to... Yes. Okay, so we got you back, Brian. We lost you there for a quick second, but we got you back right now. So, so did you send me that music, Brian? Because let me check my junk and see what happened.
I'm sending it right now.
Awesome. All right, so while you're doing that and inviting your friends, remember, guys, just share it to your page. Share it to your profile and let people know what's going on tonight on 1, 2, Talk It Off. And you guys know the chant? 1, 2, talk it off. Say 1, 2, talk it off. Say 1, 2, talk it off. Yeah, we can't do without a 1, 2, talk it off. Say 1, 2. All right, that's how we do every single time. All right, guys. All righty. Okay, so let's get cracking. And so, Brian, how are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Trying to relocate to another area.
Okay. Did anything change?
But I'm doing good.
Did anything change since the last time we chatted? Like, what, 2-3 hours ago?
Yeah, actually, a lot has changed.
That's kind of good. All right.
Yeah, it is good. It's excellent, actually.
All right, so here's the other thing I want to do right now. I'm actually going to stick this to the top of my page. So if any of you are coming on, you would be able to see it as soon as you get on. And I know you guys may think, well, hold on, well, they're not together. Well, I'll tell you why it may seem that way. Because Facebook has a really interesting thing where if I do certain things before my show begins, Facebook will just disappear. But I found out that when I do it while the show is going on, it sticks. So that's why most of the times I will wait until I begin, and then I will start clicking and doing all this sort of stuff, because Facebook, they have some interesting rules that don't affect people who are nude or punching people out or beating people up or cussing people out or dragging each other by their hair, but it would really just crash on things that are useful. But tonight we're talking with Bryan Erby. Bryan is record label. He is manager. He is travel agent. Bryan is where and who you need to connect with. So I'm gonna give you the chance to introduce yourself, Bryan.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on your show on this evening. If I was to introduce myself, I've been behind the scenes for so long, really wanted God to truly get the glory for everything that He's put into my life. But who am I? I am a servant of the Most High God, Jesus Christ, first and foremost, before I say anything else. I am the CEO of One Nation Under God Records, One Nation Apparel, One Nation Management and Consulting. I'm the CEO of Lightweight Publishing. I'm the CEO of One Nation Travels. Like you said, I'm also a travel agent. My main objective in life, or what I plan to do, is leave impact on people's lives in a positive and more affluent way, to let them know that, reach deep down inside of you and pull out what God has put in you, and that's the walk that you should be on.
Nice.
I don't speak much. I try to speak as less as possible, because I like to let the work that God has allowed me to do speak louder than my voice.
Well, let's talk about your work. First of all, the fact that you are multifaceted. So I want to talk about the skills that you are lending on or offering to people, to artists, to brands, to everybody. Tell me about those. So you just named a number of them, but tell me, first of all, the one that you have at the forefront that you are using to help people in general.
One Nation Under God Records, our record label, which is under One Nation Under God Music Group. We have a multifaceted label. So we have a label side and we have a artist services side.
Right.
We understand the need for artists to understand the business. One of the biggest things that we are actually in the process of transferring to is artist education of the music business. A lot of artists, they want to get on stage, they want to perform, but they don't know the business, which hurts them in the long run, because
but what do you mean?
Stage,
what do you mean they don't know the business? Because obviously they are putting together their artistry, they're putting together their craft, and they are they're ministering to people. So what do you mean they don't understand the business?
Well, definitely ministering, which is always a great thing that they do, but they have to understand the gifting that they have, mm-hmm. which is their ministry, but also that this is a business.
Right.
Not knowing how to properly send your music to radio, not knowing the codes and things that go into your music. The music business, of course, as we all know, is 80% business and 20% artistry. Everybody can sing. I know a lot of dynamic singers out there, but in their singing, do you understand what you're singing for? So you have to understand that, if we're Christian ministers, our goal is to save souls, is to bring and lead people to Christ. But we have to understand that there's a business aspect to this too. Singing and leading people to Christ is one thing, but are you making money off your music, or are you just making music? That's the question that I pose to artists. You want to know everything that you can to build your business. Oftentimes a lot of artists, they want to sing. They want to perform. But at the end of the day, they're upset when the people don't pay them what they feel like they're worth. So if you have a business mindset,
right,
definitely behind what you're doing, and set yourself up as a business, then they have to respect you as such.
Correct.
When an artist goes into a church to perform, they're dealing with a business. Yeah, and I said it. Church is becoming a business to an artist.
What do you mean becoming a business? Church has always been a business.
Well, yeah, true. On the front line, we like to hide that. We want to say we're ministry, but it takes money to run a ministry.
Yes.
So, as an artist, building and establishing your business, now you can do business to business with these ministries that you're going to perform at. When you say I'm just an artist, then they have things over you that they can kind of hold over you to say, hey, you're just an artist. We don't think we should pay you. But when you're a business coming to another business, you demand that respect.
Not bad at all. And the mere fact that we need to understand as ministers of the gospel, and I always call artists music ministers, and apparently that term has been around a long time. I did not know that until I came up with it. Never heard it before. But quite often when music ministers go out there and they start to talk about what they're doing, and then you have a couple of complaints. You will have a singer who talks a lot, and you have a talker who wants to sing who can't sing.
Right.
Do you help them with this kind of? Do you help them in understanding their package? Do you help them in understanding this? And how do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
help? And how do you help them?
Yes, ma'am. We definitely help them to understand that. One of the biggest things that I've seen with artists, the artist that talks too much, or the artist that doesn't talk enough, is you have to leave a piece of them with you. How do you do that? Generally, we tell them that, you know, when you minister and at a church, you need to give a little bit of your testimony, hoping that there's somebody there that can connect with you, that can take this thing further.
Before you go any further, I just want to find out from those of you on Instagram, can you hear Bryan? If you can't hear Bryan, I'm just going to ask him to ump it up a little bit, and so that you guys can hear it, because we're talking right now with Bryan Erby, and he is with One Nation Under God Records, as well as publishing, and a number of other things that I can't call off the top of my head. But that's who we're talking to. And if you have any questions for Bryan on either Facebook or Instagram, just put it in there. I'm sure that he will see it. If he doesn't see it, I'm obviously going to ask it anyhow. So yeah, so join us on Facebook and Instagram, guys. And remember right now, while you're watching this, I want you to just click share. Share the video with your friends and your family and everybody else. Hi, Adrian. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so
how you help them?
When you're ministering, you definitely want to make sure that you're sharing and leaving a piece of them with you. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to get on stage, say your name, sing your song, and go home. They never remember who you are. Even if they buy your CD, oh, that was that artist that did this and they did that. But if you connect with them, if you give them a piece of your transparent life, right, and they can connect with you and realize that, you know what, that brother went through some of the same things that I went through, or that sister has experienced some of the same traumas and troubles that I went through in life, and then sing your song.
Wait, hold on. So I think there's a scripture for that. They were overcome by the word and their testimony.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just using the word, right?
Right. And that's what it's about.
Right.
It's about spending time with God. Yeah. It's about giving him all so that he can put his all in you, so that you can go before people and then give them your all that he put inside of you. Okay,
so you've got somebody who has done that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are recognized as an influence. An influence means that they spoke, they ministered, people listened and paid attention and remember. That's an influence. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they will be recalled. Sorry, that they will be called back. Recall means that they're sent back. It doesn't necessarily mean that. So, what is your assistance that really helps them in reference to being that package that they want to be as an artist? Because I have a couple of friends, you know, they can sing, they can minister, they can work the stage, all of that sort of stuff. But that's when they get on top of the stage. But what else is available from an artist?
Well, first of all, you have to understand that God didn't call you to everybody. There are specific people that he called to your ministry that you will affect or influence in a way or another. Once you understand that everybody's not going to like your music, everybody's not going to like your presentation, everybody's not going to care for the things that you're putting before them, but you want to focus on those that do. So again, I say, you weren't called to everybody. You were called to a specific group of people that God called unto you. So you work on them. And they'll tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends, and, you know, it'll be a cycle to where, hey, you know what, I didn't really care for that brother, but you know what, he did bring something positive to our situation. So that's how you build off that. You build your fan base. You concern yourself with people that concern themselves with you. Right.
So with One Nation Under God, so you're a record label. Do you actually... You remember back in the day, you would normally sign a label. They would give you $1 million, and in that $1 million, you have to work like nobody's business, and everything belongs to the record label? Are you that kind of record label?
I'm not. I'm not that type of record label at all. The contracts that we sign with artists and have been signing in the past are non-exclusive contracts. We don't want anything to get in your way of doing God's work.
Right.
If we sign you to an exclusive contract and we got 17 other artists on the roster with you, there's a possibility that you may be put on the shelf for a while. So we don't never want to limit anybody in doing what they know God has called them to do. We may not have every ministerial opportunity for you.
Right.
We may be focusing on another area of our business or expansion at the time, and we don't want you to ever feel like we left you out. So our contracts, when we do sign an artist to our label, are non-exclusive, encouraging them to go out there and minister in other areas other than the things that we have for them to do.
So how does your package for your label work? Do I just say, all right, so I want to be signed to a label, and I like that you are not exclusive. So I want to come and join up with you guys. Do you take a percentage? Do you take a flat fee? And also, obviously you help them with promotion. So are you all in your label? Are you like a booking agent as well? Talent and so on. Tell me more.
Well, generally, and this process has been changed several times over the 16 years that I've been in the music business. Well, what we've done is we also created an artist services side to the label, to where we do a 6-month contract. We charge X amount of dollars. We give them everything they need, from radio submissions, mini management, light booking, artist development, promotional service, promotions and marketing, social media marketing, and then an affiliate rate to every other service that we have that they may need along the way. So every artist that has been signed by the label has had to go through a 6-month contract first to get us familiar with them, and then they can also get familiar with the way that we work.
Right. That's hard work, because 6 months, so much things can go awry or can go perfectly well and be really honeymoonish, or be completely the opposite. That's tough. That's a long time. And that's probably a good thing as well, because if you have that length of time where you can see the good and the bad, you can probably make a pretty good informed decision as well. So you sent me some music here, and let me just save it 1 second so that I can play it for you guys. You sent me some music from Apostle. Wait, hold on. Chief Apostle. Yeah, just want to make sure that I get that right as well. So tell me about Chief Apostle. Is he on Instagram?
He's actually under Orville Brown. I don't know if he's still on here.
All right, so let me see. Firehouse Greg C, Aquarium. No, I haven't seen him. So hopefully we can get him on soon. Or message him and tell him, hey, Chief Apostle, we're ready for you. And so that we can talk about him. So what kind of work do you do with Chief, if you can actually discuss it? Because I know sometimes if you're working with somebody, it's not necessarily... Oh, Orville. So Orville Brown. Okay, gotcha. So Orville, if you are on Instagram, Orville, if you can connect with us on Instagram, let me type in my Instagram here. Hang on 1 second. For those of you who may be on Facebook. So I want you guys to talk to both of them first. Both of them together. Both of them first. So I don't want to... Hey, Katrina, thanks for coming on. All right, so Orville. So I am on Instagram. I am Kareen Carlton. Okay, so just... I'll do that. Careen. Could you believe I could not spell my name for a second? I'll tell you what. Let me put in the entire thing, because Instagram might be... All right, I think I got it here. So, Orville, you should be able to find me easier there on Instagram. If I just typed my my Instagram link on there. I hope that's it. Oh, no, that's not it. I missed out the .com, but you got the gist. Let me edit it. I'm so quick to delete .com, .Instagram. There we go. All right, let me see if I can go to it and make sure hopefully got it right. And when I see him pop up there, I will, wow, it's Chinese to my name. Or Polish or something to my Instagram profile. Okay. Once we got him on there, yes, so it goes to that page and we're live on Instagram. So once it goes there, you'll be able to connect with us there, Orville. And we can chat the same time as well. I received the music, so I want to play it, but before I play it, I actually just want to talk to him a little bit. Bryan, have you ever encountered that artist who just wants you to promote them and tell you what to do? And what was your flip on it?
Well, those relationships don't be long-lived at all. The biggest thing about it is if you have to definitely respect the person that you're doing business with.
Right.
You got to respect the fact that you wouldn't have came to me in the first place if you knew it all. You also got to respect the fact that there's relationships that God has allowed me to have that I can definitely help you out with. I don't like to work with superstars.
Why not?
I don't like
a superstar can bring you some good money.
Well, we got to get to the money part first, but you're not going to make any money if your arrogance is over your head.
True.
They got to understand one thing and one thing alone, that we do this for God.
Yeah.
And if the gift don't go back to him, then the gift will only be in your local city.
Correct.
And a lot of artists deal with that every day. You know, I get calls from artists. Hey man, hey, I'm this, I'm that. I performed on this stage. I did that, and I say, well, how many records have you sold? And they can't answer the question.
Because they're being paid immediately. They're getting the instant coffee.
Right. So at the end of the day, if you want to approach me, you need to be as humble as I try to be. And I said I try to be, because I try to remain that way. Because I have to realize that anything and everything in me is not about me anyway.
Are you signing new people?
I am signing new people come January 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're in the process of still building our services side so that it could run pretty much by itself. We will be again signing artists 2020 as we continue to go a different route within the record and music business.
What's your website?
Website www.onenationundergodrecords.com.
Records with an S?
Yep, with an S. Okay,
onenationundergodrecords.com. Would you sign Caribbean artists?
Definitely. I definitely would sign Caribbean artists.
Well, I gotta ask, because that's where I'm from, so I gotta make sure that I take care of my family. You get it?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned about submissions to radio stations, and you said that there's a specific way to do it. What is that specific way?
Well, whenever you submit to a radio, you first also must show gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to receive emails, because I'm also radio, when they just saying, here, my music, play it. You know, that doesn't feel like they appreciate the fact that I have a platform that they can be utilized to get their music heard.
Right.
So whenever you submit to radio, show gratitude. Hey, thank you for even opening my email to see what I have enclosed in here. Thank you for what you do in the music business. Thank you for your radio station. Thank you, Blase Blue, whatever. And you always want to make sure that you send them your best quality music that is meta-tagged, ID3 tagged. You want to make sure that when they put it in a player, all the information comes up. If it does not, I won't play it.
Okay,
that
so
makes
guys,
my job hard.
So guys, you heard that. We had this same conversation last week. If you're submitting your tracks, your records for airplay, there's certain things, your meta tags and everything have to be in order. Make sure your music is copywritten and all of that sort of stuff, so that the information populates when it is being played. When people are driving in their cars, they will see it. When people listen to it online, they will see who you are and where you're from and what the song is and all of that sort of stuff. All right, guys. So they just send you an email and make sure that their music is formatted, their CD, their track is formatted correctly. So Orville, you'll need to open your Instagram account and go to my page. If you click on, it's better to do it on your phone than on your desktop. Instagram is a millennial thing. So you got to go on your phone and open it, okay, so that it makes it easier to log on and use your camera and all that sort of stuff and so on. Right. So apart from from radio submission, what else can you advise them in reference to getting their music out there? Because airplay is really good.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you this: the best promoter of your music is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to live your music. You have to be the testimony for your music. You got to be the testimony for your own music. When you're wanting people to buy your music, they should not look into your life and see things that you're talking about in your music that you're not living.
Right,
That's
but even if I'm living perfectly, I still want people to hear it. So what are some of those? How do they get it on iTunes, CD Baby?
Oh, how do they get it on iTunes? Well, you can definitely go to your digital retailers,
Mm-hmm.
CD Baby, TuneCore. I recommend DistroKid. I recommend
DistroKid.
DistroKid.
Spell that.
DISTROKID.
Distro.
DistroKid. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. I gotta put that in there.
Okay.
I'm making comment notes.
Right.
Is that a website as well? DistroKid.com?
Yeah, distrokid.com.
Okay.
But what I will tell you is we're actually in the process now of being connected to another major source for digital retailers. I want to drop it, but I'm going to wait because there'll be an announcement that will be coming up here really, 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 really soon.
Let me know when.
Yeah, it actually will take us to a whole nother plateau when it comes to music and artists and entertainment.
So tell me some of the other artists. We've got Chief Apostle. Who else do you promote?
Right now, I'm working with an artist named Calandra Gant out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm working with Miss Frosine Hayes out of Tennessee. I'm working with an artist named Epic Mike and Alyssa. They're out of Houston, Texas. One thing about the artists that I work with, they understand me. We're a family. We get to know one another. You know, it's more than music that we talk about at times. It's our relationship. It's getting to understand the character and the nature of our partnership and also our businessship. So yeah, I definitely always recommend, always put them on front line because they're really, without them, there's no me.
And what are their genres?
Epic Mike and Alyssa are a contemporary and Christian hip hop group. Chief Apostle is reggae gospel. Calandra Gant, contemporary. Man, she's infused. She's a whole lot of different things. Praise and worship. Neo soul, jazz.
Wow.
Frosine Hayes is your Frosine Hayes is your classical, traditional.
Classic. Okay.
No, traditional. Yeah.
Traditional. Okay. All right. So let me get this one here up and opened and playing for everybody here. Chief Apostle. I just had it opened and then I was waiting. All right, here we go. Chief Apostle. Okay, this is a lot easier if I just do it like this.
This is Set Me Free by Chief Apostle, the single that we're pushing right now.
You guys can hear it good?
I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my soul, and I would give everything I own just to have you as my Christ, just to walk with you in paradise.
It's a good choice of samples.
If Whosoever the Son set free is free indeed. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Christ saved my soul from hell. He sets me free. Christ set me free. He gave his life for me on Calvary. It all got me. He paid the price of sin for me. He bled and died at Calvary. I will give everything.
Listen, Orville, are you still on there, Orville, somewhere? Where are you from, Orville? Reminds me of a Lester Lewis from Dominica. That's what it reminds me of. The little huskiness and the inflection of his accent. Now I need to hear him do some one drop reggae. Wait, hold on.
Let's go. I'm taking his words for granted.
No, he won't.
Lose them one day. Satan take them away.
That's okay, Orville. We're playing you right now.
Believe one word you say. Yes, they don't believe one word God says.
Hey. Really set me free. Really set me free. Okay, so what events do you have coming up?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, he's from Jamaica.
event,
Okay.
Yeah, from Jamaica. We have the 7th annual ONUG Music Fest weekend.
Make sure you type that in there when you're finished.
Okay. We will kick it off October the 25th with our Business of Music Conference workshop, which will be a 3-hour workshop. We'll be talking about PR and marketing, branding. We'll be talking about booking agents, how to obtain a booking agent and what to do to look for one.
Okay.
We'll also be talking about ministerial things, how to set up your ministry and how to structure your ministry. That'll be on October the 25th, location to be announced. The 26th of October will be the 7th annual ONUG Music Fest. And yes, I did say 7. I bless God for 7 years of doing something positive for the community of Augusta, Georgia. That will be at Pendleton King Park from 12 to 6. We will have various genres of music, including this year poets, spoken word artists, and comedians. We are trying to do everything we can to make the things that we're doing in the city just kind of stick out like a sore thumb and say, hey, we've been doing this 7 years. Where you at? We don't do it for ourselves. We do it for the people that we do events for, which is the city of Augusta, Georgia, the beautiful city.
Right.
Like I was saying, though, it's going to be a phenomenal time. We're going to do some great things.
And this is in October.
Yes, this is in October.
Yeah, you chose a really good month. I must admit. It's the best month of the year.
Yes. Oh, you must have a birthday in that month.
I definitely do. I'm sorry?
What day is your birthday?
October 9th, so bear that in mind. And celebrate to the hilt.
10-9.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Amen. Well, let me while we're just speaking freely right now, let me go ahead and give this shout out to the artists that I've been working with for a while. On today, I got a note and I got word that we are now in the final round for the Praise Factor Awards that takes place in Atlanta, September 15th through 17th. Orville Brown, Chief Apostle, nominated for 5 finalist awards. He's in the finals in 5 different categories. Oh my goodness, unheard of. Myself too, Promoter of the Year, Event Planner of the Year. Pastor Danny Hudson, 5. I believe he had 4. At His Feet Ministries, who we worked with in the past, 2. Brandon Simmons, 2. It's just good to see the things that you've done in people's lives that have impacted their lives and their ministry. Yes.
Wow, it pays off.
Yes, And then God blessed me today also with receiving a call from an award show that they're actually having in my area.
Right.
That they're also nominating me for Promoter of the Year. I look at award shows differently. Before I would be the one to blast an award show. Why are you trying to get an award? Why you need to get an award if you're doing ministerial work? But now I look at it different. I look at it in the fact that it's good that people see the work that you're doing for God. It's good that people recognize that. It's good that people recognize that you are not in this fight and battle on your own. But I'm a promoter for Jesus, and I'm going to continue to be that. I have a ministry over industry mindset. I believe that God is all and in everything and will be everything. I believe that any award that we get, that should always be given to God first before we give it to anybody, because he gave us the strength to do so.
You're encouraging me.
Yeah, so let me stop bashing award shows, because some people need awards. You know, some people need to know that they're on the right path and they're moving in the right direction.
Right.
It could be just a simple milestone.
And so what I've realized is, when you say that, what I've realized is that there's some artists that, as you said, some artists need award shows, and you will see they will get 1 award or 2 awards, and after that, it's not that they stop. You don't see them a lot. But then when you hear the other things that they're doing, their ministry has it's taken a turn, not for the worse, but they've gone in different directions with their ministries, because that award enabled them to be seen so that they can do the work that they were supposed to be doing. So it's a different spoon for every pot, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree. You know, anything that gives you confidence to do more of what you're doing for God, I'm all for it.
Or be that vehicle to take you where you need to go. That's
right.
Because, like I said, there's some, they just do, like, people may call them one-hit wonders, and they're busy doing so many other things. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's amazing. Right. Orville, I love this song, and I hope you win. If you don't win 6 of those 5 awards, win at least 4 of the 5, okay? You understand me, Orville? Thank you so much, Bryan. Bryan, I gotta let people know. So it's been what? Probably around January, February, I decided, okay, it was before that. I gotta branch out. I gotta build my network. And I was building my network with people that I knew. So it's from Barbados, from the Caribbean. And then I decided, no, I'm here. And I decided I'm going to connect with people. That's how I met Bryan. We are cyber buddies right now.
Yeah.
I've seen your stuff shared on my page, and I would click like and all that sort of stuff. And I like it. I like as bad as Facebook may be in some areas. Oh, hold on now. Not right now in Orville. As bad as Facebook and social media can be in some areas, when you can connect with people to help others move forward, that's a plus. All right. You're welcome, Orville. Well, thank you so much, Bryan, for joining us. And guys, you can look through the comments and see Bryan's website, as well as I posted in there DistroKid. I thought that was quite interesting, because I know some Caribbean people are checking it out right now. So Bryan, don't forget to put those dates in there so that people can know what you're doing and when you're doing it. Okay.
Sure will. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, you know what we're gonna do? Oh shoot, I just closed it. I would say let's go off with Set Me Free. We can still go off with Set Me Free. This is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna play right now. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, hold on. What's that? That's me. That's my voice. That's my voice. Okay. I'm being really silly and annoying. So here we go. Hey. Let's get in meat in the matter. Guys, join us next week, Monday, 8:30. And we will be with Bryan and one of his other artists next week, Monday as well. 1-2 Talk It Off. And we'll do that at 8:30. So join us. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, tell everybody join us. Okay, guys? Bye-bye. See you guys.